I've been mining Kaspa with the KS0 Ice River miner for 1 week. Today we're going to look at the results. According to my initial calculations, I was supposed to earn somewhere in the ballpark of $27 a day, and I think it's working. On day one, I mined 694 Kaspa, which at the current price, we're looking at $26.58. There were a few issues with pools, and I don't really understand what was going on. I first tried out Wooly Pulley and then F2 pool, and after a few hours, it kept getting disconnected. So what I ended up doing is using the default pool that was actually in the settings called Hum Pool. I just changed the wallet address to my own. Because this is working right now for the majority of this experiment during the first 40-ish days, I'm going to be leaving the pool as is. To make sure I get the most out of my monitor, I want to make sure it's running optimal. When I check out the manual, it says that the ambient temperature should be between 0 and 35 degrees Celsius. My miner was running a little bit higher than that right out of the box. It has some pre-drilled holes built for a fan. So what I did is I picked up a fan off of Amazon and then installed it. So this one is 140 millimeters. This one is 120 millimeters. This one actually worked better because it fits exactly where the holes are. I'm actually planning on screwing it in once I have a permanent setup. This fan is powered by USB and the installation is pretty straightforward. It has controls for low, medium, high. You just have to place it on top. I put it near the center, plugged in the USB, and then switched it on. Right now I have the fan blowing up so the hot air comes away from the device. Temperatures now are in a proper range. My goal is $1,000 and that's the cost of the hardware. And the reason why I'm pushing this is because I'm trying to enforce some discipline and actually take profits for once on things I'm investing in. I have a bad track record of buying into projects and never taking any profit. This ends up being a huge waste of money if your goal is passive income, which that is my goal. So you have to start taking profits, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. What I didn't talk about in the first video was the total cost of it. My goal is $1,000 because that's how much the hardware cost me, but there's a bunch of other little costs that add up and you should be aware of them. I spent $999 on the KS0, which immediately dropped to $899 after I bought it. Story of my life. Shipping to Canada was $110. I believe for the US, it's roughly the same thing. Duty cost for Canadians was $182.92. If you're in the United States, I think the ballpark is about $200, so you're looking about roughly the same. My all-in cost for this miner was $1,291.92. And keeping to my promise, I'm starting to take profits, so let's look at the daily breakdown. Day one, I earned 694. Day two was 762. Day three, 782. Day four, 652. Day 5, 690. Day 6, 699. And today, day 7, 650. This gives me a total of 429 Kaspa, and my daily average is 704. Back to profitability, let's take a look at today's chart. We're up a little over 4%. If we take a look at the last week's activity, Kaspa's an absolute fire, even flirting with all-time highs. And we're looking at a price of 0.037. And if we scroll down here and I enter in my daily average, which was 704, I'm earning $26.24 per day. And so far I earned $4,929, which gives me total earnings for the last 7 days of $183.50. And keeping to my promise, I sold half of it, which was about $2,500, and made $105.38. So that's the results. That's what I'm earning over the last 7 days. And I don't anticipate anything weird happening unless difficulty skyrockets. So what I'll do is I'll update you in a month. See you then.